while we're on the topic of AEW, the Young Bucks celebrated their 18th anniversary as a tag team. And Matt Jackson had a very, very interesting comment that I'm going to read. Hopefully, I can put it on the screen. It says, and to think if we never decided to do it, so many wrestlers would currently be unemployed. An entire genre of wrestling would never be created. The very way merchandise was sold would have never been revolutionized, and the economy of the industry would have never boomed the way it did. The most influential tag team of all time. Congrats. And then it started to make me wonder, are the Young Bucks the most influential tag team of all time? And at first I was like, nah, like there's so many other tag teams that you can say are influential. But then I had to think, are they just influential just in the ring? Or are they influential to wrestling as a whole? And I was like, shit, they may be the most influential tag team of all time. And to think, I've never seen a tag team or the way that a tag team functions inspire the beginning of an entire different company. Like, sure, like Kevin Nash and Scott Hall provided a boost to WCW, but they weren't a traditional tag team. You know what I mean? Like other guys were great tag teams that influenced the way that tag team wrestling in the ring occurred. So the Dudley Boys, Matt and Jeff, Christian and Edge. I know I'm blanking out on so many Legion of Doom. There's so many tag teams that influence the in-ring style of tag team wrestling. But when you think about it, Pro Wrestling Tees got a big boost because of the Young Bucks, and that changed the way that merchandise was sold. AEW serves as a safe haven to a lot of tag teams that probably would not have gotten the push that they deserved in a place like a WWE or New Japan Pro Wrestling. Or part of the reason why they're getting a certain push in a certain company is so that they don't go to AEW, if that makes sense. I feel like there are a lot of, like with WWE, right? Now we're, especially with Hunter taking over, I feel like we're going to see a lot of tag teams get pushed because they don't want them going to another company. And now they know how to properly utilize tag team wrestling. But you see guys like the Lucha Brothers, you see guys like Jurassic Express with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. It's like, I don't think that this would have flown in WWE. And so it got me thinking, like, these guys have been able to influence professional wrestling in a way that is palpable and that is tangible because they've created other employment opportunities for other tag teams. Obviously, the super kick is just one of the most used moves in pro wrestling today. And I feel like part of that is because of the Young Bucks. I think that Shawn Michaels number one, but
Yeah,
right after Shawn, it's the Young Bucks.
About to get on your ass.
No. I think Shawn made that. I feel like Shawn made that move what it is, but I feel like the Young Bucks kind of took it to another, especially with the super kick party and all these super kick spots. If you go on the indies, a lot of these super kick spots are very much inspired by Shawn and the Bucks. So I think that they may be the most influential. As crazy as it sounds, they may be the most influential tag team of all time because the way that they've wrestled has inspired, but also the career and business moves that they've made have shown other wrestlers, hey, you can thrive in independent wrestling as a tag team. You can sell merch as a tag team. You could be a bestseller. And we're also going to create this other form of company where other tag teams can go and have a spotlight put on them. Now, has every tag team gotten that? No. Proud and powerful. But that's a different conversation for a different day.